awesome. Let's continue our tour of the Synergy ecosystem with the ENGL Powerball module. There's two channels on here, a blue channel and a red channel with identical controls, the standard gain, bass, middle, treble, and level, as well as a high and a low gain switch on each channel, and then a three-way mid-boost switch, which I just kind of think of like a voicing control on here. We'll hear what it does very, very quickly. I'm playing a Les Paul with P90s on the blue channel, and I normally associate ENGL with super high gain, but like really tight, focused high gain. Not with kind of jangly, chimey tones, but the way I've got this set up at the moment, the blue channel's kind of jangly and chimey. It's a big surprise, and as always, the entire signal chain is in the video description. Let's check this out. I'm going to start with both P90s on. As I said, very surprising. That is very good, kind of jangly, you know, it doesn't exactly sound like a Vox, but I think it's kind of in that kind of category. And that's with the bass, middle, treble just at noon. Very easy to set up. Let's play around with this mid-boost switch and have a listen to what it does, and then I'll just kind of wind the gain up a bit. That's wonderful. That kind of reminds me of a lot of that kind of early to mid 90s. I like to call it diary rock, but I always think of bands like Tonic and their first album, Lemon Parade, which is one of my favorite albums ever. That's given me Lemon Parade vibes right there, with a lot of those kind of like character tone. You know, there's a bit of jangle in there, there's a bit of distortion in there, but it's not super compressed. Again, I would say if the ENGL cliche is tight, high gain, that's very, very focused, this is like the opposite of that. It's really, really enjoyable and really rewarding. And I like that this module has that in there, because the hard thing with this whole system is like, well, if I'm only going to have two modules in a Syn 2 at any one time, do I want two modules that are totally different and basically, you know, two of the same tone from each module, or do I want two really versatile modules so I can basically make a 4-channel preamp? That is pretty cool. And of course, if you want this with some more high gain, you can kick this gain switch up. It's kind of cool playing around with the position of the mid boost switch and the position of the mid knob on there. I find it's got plenty of low end on tap with the bass at about 5, but again, that's going to vary depending on your guitar and the power amp you're using it with. All right, that's the blue channel. That was definitely a surprise. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move over to the red channel, but I'm going to swap to a guitar with humbuckers. Alrighty, the red channel. I've got my PRS Custom 24 with a Duncan, JB, and Jazz set. The gain is right down. It's on the low gain setting, and I've got the mid boost switch in the lowest position. You can see the EQ controls. This is what you get. Like I said, that's with the gain barely up, and that's probably already as much gain as I would ever use. I think for the tight ENGL-y rhythm sort of sound, having the mid boost switch in the lowest position is really cool. I suspect for lead stuff, having it up is going to be the way to go. But let's just hear the high gain mode on this channel now. Unbelievable. This is pretty exhilarating to play, I have to say. There's so much gain, but it is really, really kind of well sculpted and together. It's not falling apart or anything like that. I might just go back to the low gain mode and explore the range of this gain control, but far out. That's awesome, especially with this guitar. It feels amazing as well. It's not like just kind of this mush sometimes that you get with really high gain amps. It's got this kind of really nice sag to it. And dare I say, there's a little bit of ADA MP1 about this kind of whole thing at the moment in terms of the gain. It's far less noisy than my MP1, but I was just kind of playing then and I was like, this is the stuff that I would play on my MP1 and this is doing it. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's a question a lot of people are going to ask is like, which one of these Synergy modules does the ADA thing? I think Synergy should probably get around to doing an ADA module, but this is doing the thing for me right now. I am so surprised by this module. I didn't expect to like both modes this much. This sound is right up there with the Bogner Überschall module, which is my favorite high gain mode, but this is doing a slightly different thing. It's maybe a little bit more kind of thrashy or something like that, whereas I like the Uber for the big kind of groove style drop tunings, but we also haven't tried any drop tunings on this, so let's do that. turning on that high gain switch sounds a little bit different to turning the gain knob up. It's like there's some extra filtering on there or something like that, so it stays extra tight. But yeah, this is a really good module for super duper high gain. I need to get around to shooting this out side by side with the Überschall module. I think that would be a really interesting one. Out of all the high gain modules, I gotta say they're the ones that impress me the most. The Bogner and the ENGL Powerball, and we just heard the Powerball there. What I'll do is I might just play you out on a few more lead guitar things, but I will add some delay using Soundtoys Echo Boy in my DAW. Otherwise, if you've got any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. I would love to know what you thought of the ENGL Powerball. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.